left. But he promised to send me texts every day and said that he would miss me and other stuff. I cried, of course. And back then, I really needed all the support my family could provide me with. But things didn't quite work out that way. Mom and Granny continued to be interested in my relationship, but I started frequently hearing a lot of discouraging stuff from them. At most, they said that there was no such thing as a long-distance relationship, and that Ethan would inevitably meet another girl who would stay next to him, and that he would dump me here. So I better dump him first so I didn't get too hurt. They even assumed that his family was against our relationship, since, we didn't have enough money, and they might think that we weren't decent people, and so on, and that they were nice to me because they knew that once he left for Europe, we'd break up. I refused to believe them and tried to argue with everything they were saying, but the feeling that they might be right, at least to some extent, wouldn't leave me. The situation worsened also with the fact that because of the time difference and different daily routine, it took Ethan a long time to answer my texts. Or he would write that he couldn't speak now because he was busy and so on. That really irritated me and made me jealous, because I was assuming that he was with another girl, because Mom and Granny said so. Anyway, at some point, he got really tired because of all of that and broke up with me. Who knew it would have hurt that much? I cried for days and was pretty devastated and depressed, while my Mom and Granny kept saying that "we told you so" crap. Back then, I thought, I wish I had listened to their advice earlier and promised myself to do so in the future. Of course, time passed and I survived, so to speak. I dated a few more guys after that, but there could hardly be anything serious. And as soon as Mom or Granny or both of them said that he wasn't good enough, I dumped them. And then one day my sister announced that her boyfriend Nick asked a question, and she said yes. They got married, and Elena moved out of the house, but she continued to visit us every Sunday because Nick was busy at work anyway. And I began noticing something about our family that I never realized before. Mom and Granny really love to interfere with other people's lives with their advice on how they think people should be doing things. And by people, now I mean Elena. Anytime she came to visit us, Mom would start asking about her life with Nick. And the way they were questioning her was like when criminals are usually interrogated. And Granny never bothered to keep her opinion to herself either. They would even ask about some private stuff, like how much money Nick earned. And they'd comment on his regular business on Sundays. You see, they assumed that he was having an affair, which of course eventually bothered Elena so much that she once yelled at Mom and Granny and asked them to leave her family alone and stop coming to see us for the whole month. Then, of course, we all made peace, but the comments about the worthlessness of Elena's husband did not stop. They divorced without even having been married for years. That situation made me think over my own life, and I remembered myself telling everything to Mom and Granny. My first relationship with Ethan came to mind, and after I analyzed my own behavior, I came to the conclusion that it was their fault that we broke up. Well, not directly that they were to blame, of course, but if I didn't tell them literally everything about something that should have been sacred and just between the two of us, maybe we'd still be together. It had been 3 years since we'd broken up when Ethan sent me an email. That feeling I got when I received it, it was strange and exciting and worrisome all at the same time.
Don't met with damage.
There was nothing romantic about it. He was just writing to say how sorry he was for hurting me back then, and that during this whole time he couldn't stop thinking about me, and that he at least wanted to make sure that I was okay and that I was no longer angry at him. It was really nice and cute, and I wrote him back. And then we decided to meet on Skype one day, and then one more time, and then, well, we sort of started started dating again. Ethan had a few months to go before he got his diploma, and he promised that after he would come back to finally see me in real life again. I was on top of the world when I heard that, and I felt those butterflies in my stomach
Mom,
like I did when I was 17.
can I have more water, please?
Only this time, I
No.
promised myself to at least try to avoid telling anything about my happiness and about Ethan and everything.
I'm not eating, you are.
But, as you might have guessed, if I had actually managed to do that, this story wouldn't be worth telling. Almost immediately, my mom noticed how happy I was, and she began asking me why, and, well, I was really happy, and I decided to share that with them. I didn't tell them everything, but just the fact itself that I was sort of together with Ethan again. Mom and Granny were pretty surprised, but they were happy for me, and there it started. They, as usual, began giving their advice and questioning me about everything. At one point, Granny said that I shouldn't tell Ethan everything about me, especially about the relationships I had had after we broke up. And I said that I probably shouldn't tell her and Mom about everything either. I didn't want to be rude or to offend her, but the words just fell off my tongue. I guess, at that moment, I was already so fed up that they were getting into somebody else's business, especially when nobody asked for their opinion.
Oh, that'll make
I
that
saw her
very...
lady's eyebrows raised in surprise, but I couldn't help but continue accusing her of ruining my relationship with Ethan 3 years ago. And then I mentioned Elena's ruined marriage, and then I even assumed that she might have been messing with Mom's marriage, too. Oh, I felt so angry while saying all that, but when I was done, I saw tears in Granny's eyes. That really stunned me. I suddenly realized that I never seen her cry before. And right at that moment, Mom entered the kitchen when we were arguing. Of course, she rushed to calm Granny down, and I felt really guilty for making my Granny so upset. But as soon as Mom figured out what I said and what I thought about her interference and help, the fight started all over again. And this time, it was even bigger. Except it was not me who was playing hardball, but my mom. The last thing I heard from them that day was that if I was so annoyed with talking to them and hearing their opinions, that I better go and pack my stuff, which I actually did. Later that day, I moved in with Elena, who was still living in that apartment where she used to live when she was married. It's been a couple weeks since that big fight, and I already apologized to my mom and Granny,
Where were?
but I know that they are still mad at me. And whenever I try to talk about Ethan and the fact that he'll soon come over and stuff, they intentionally stop me and say that nobody wants to hear anything about my private life, putting a lot of emphasis on the... private. That was my story. Don't forget to give it a like. Also, now you're free to tell me in the comments how close you are with your family. It would be really interesting for me to know that I'm not alone in this sense.
That.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sarah, and I'm in a very difficult situation right now. I could lose my son because of my actions and my lifestyle. The worst thing is that everything I did was to give him a better life because I love him more than anything in the world. A few years ago, I met a man, Victor. He was a real gentleman. We dated for a long time and everything was just fine. Of course, we were young, passionate. We needed nothing but each other. And we were very happy, right up until we started living together. All the bad parts appeared gradually. At first, all the household chores fell on my shoulders, and I was tired all the time. Then the love from my boyfriend began to wane. We began to bicker often and stopped understanding each other. It was like we were speaking different languages. Honestly, we were trying to save our relationship. We even went to a psychologist, trying to understand everything, but it didn't help. We understood that we needed to unite in the fight for something, and soon we figured out how to do it. We decided to have a baby. You might think it's a bad idea to have a child in a family that was falling apart, but at the time, it seemed like a good solution. And it was. While I was pregnant, Victor took care of me and the household. Despite the fact that he worked hard and I was pregnant, our relationship became much better. But taking care of the baby turned out to be much more difficult than we thought. After I gave birth, life became unbearably hard. I spent all day babysitting our daughter while Victor was at work. By the end of the day, I was exhausted. But in the evening, when he came home, he wanted the house to be in order and a warm dinner to be waiting for him. At night, I spent time with the child again because he slept poorly and woke up crying all the time. Victor didn't help me much, and if he did, he made it seem like he was doing me a favor. He changed a lot since we met. Perhaps this was his real personality, a man who sees a woman only as a housewife. At some point, I realized that our relationship could not be saved. After a year of living like this, I just hated him, and I wanted to get out of this
Chat, we're
prison.
doing some fun.
And I found a solution. I told him I wanted to break up and take care of the baby myself. In return, Victor would pay me some sort of alimony. We weren't officially married, so we were able to negotiate this hurdle without a trial. I think he agreed to this because he was tired of my rebellious temper, and he was willing to spend money to get rid of me. So I moved out and started living separately. Victor's money was more than enough for the child and for me. I was able to get rid of the husband I hated and leave with the child I loved more than anything. I was able to escape from this male trap. And this thought haunted me, like I was just remembering how my parents lived. My father was just like Victor. My mother told me that when they met, their relationship was perfect, and everything changed after they got married. My parents fought all the time. My father wanted my mother to only do household chores and take care of their child. He believed that since he earned the money, that everything else should have been taken care of by his wife.
Mommy!
In my opinion, this was a bad attitude, and it oppressed us for many years.
I need to.
When I was old enough to understand this, I started to hate my father. But my mom never tried to divorce him because she wanted me to grow up in a fully fledged family. But is life with a dictator father in a dysfunctional family better than a broken home? I didn't think so. And as soon as I turned 18, I finally moved out of my parents' house. I have to say that after this kind of childhood, I treated men with caution. It was hard for me to have relationships because I didn't trust them. When I met Victor, I thought he was different, but after a while, I became convinced that men only see women as housewives who are there to serve them. And I came to a strange conclusion. Maybe I should do this all the time. I thought men deserved to be treated like that. And if I could use them that way, I could provide for the child and for myself. After all, the main thing for a child is not a fully fledged family where the father constantly humiliates his wife, but what they needed most was love and care. And I was ready to put my heart into raising my baby. So as soon as I got my life back on track, I started looking for another man to provide for me and the baby. And soon, I found one. He was almost 10 years older than me. His name was Rick, and most importantly, he was very rich. As in the beginning of any relationship, he was very sweet and courteous, and he was okay with the fact that I already had a baby. But I knew it would be over as soon as we started living together, and I was right. turned out to be just like my father and just like my previous boyfriend. No, actually, he was worse. He was very controlling. It was an obsession for him. He asked me to marry him after 3 months. And I think he did it just to make sure that I wasn't going anywhere. And that I would be waiting for him at home while he went on his endless business trips. At some point, I began to suspect that he might be cheating on me. Think about it. He had all the resources for this, plus he was constantly on business trips. Who knows what he might have been doing? But soon, I got literal proof of his infidelity. When he came back from some business meeting, his jacket smelled like women's perfume. And it wasn't my perfume. So I just had to catch him, and I set a trap for him. I said I wanted to go on vacation with the baby. I knew Rick couldn't come with us because of work, and that's just what I needed. But I didn't go to the resort. I went to a hotel not far from home. I was hoping he'd take the opportunity to bring his mistress home. A couple of days later, I unexpectedly returned. And when I came into the house, I saw what I had expected to see. Rick had brought home another woman. That's all I needed. Then there was a quick divorce process. He valued his reputation, so he agreed to divorce on my terms because I threatened to tell everyone about his infidelity. So I was free again, and I got a lot of money from Rick. I felt great. I just confirmed my beliefs about men, and I was able to punish the scoundrel. I had lived happily with my child for several months, until I met Andrew. I wasn't looking for a man on purpose this time. We just bumped into each other at the supermarket, and he wanted to ask me out. Then I thought, okay, you asked for it. I forced the relationship a little, hinted to him that we should get married, and soon it happened. We started living together. I didn't want to torture myself, and I wanted to leave before everything started to fall apart. And Andrew turned into a classic man, but I couldn't find a reason to leave. Andrew was happy to take care of the child, and we were equally engaged in household chores. I simply had no reason to be angry or dissatisfied with him. His ideality just pissed me off. If I just filed for a divorce, I wouldn't have gotten anything. So I had to lie. I gave myself a few bruises, took the baby, and left while he was at work. Then I lied to the police saying that he beat me. I know he could have gotten in a lot of trouble for that, but I had to leave. Soon he started calling and texting me all the time, but I just told him that I would drop the charges if he would agree to a divorce on my terms. The divorce process began, but it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. Andrew didn't leave it just like that. It looks like he hired a detective or something and found out about my previous relationship. He realized that everything I did was for the money. So he accused me of fraud and threatened to take me to court. Of this, I could lose everything I had, and most importantly, I could lose my child. I couldn't let that happen. I made a mistake, and I wanted to make it right. I talked to Andrew and told him everything. I dumped Victor and Rick fairly. They were terrible men, and I was sorry that I wanted to do the same to him. I begged him not to go to court, and I was willing to give him everything and even more for that. I was incredibly relieved when he agreed. He said I deserved to be punished, but he would only give in for the sake of my child. I'll be grateful to Andrew for that for the rest of my life. After all, he was the only normal man in my life. I made a huge mistake when I left him because he loved me and my baby. Maybe I was wrong about all men. Some of them are good guys. Because I was so negative to begin with, I couldn't see a good thing.
chat that were unhappy, James. Go chat a quick TV tally. And then if you want, go chat at YouTube News. I'm not too sure his face. I could not find it. I'm not gonna read this, but instead of that, and I hung him out. I hung him. Oh, that's great. Oh. Okay, to do with dummies. Oh, great God. They What? No one? That.
Vesper's not on?
No.
Because it's difficult to be quiet, that's why you're playing for random.
Yeah. Let's go, team. You've got to be kidding me. Let me hold it, dude. That dog game, you can't go for people. Oh, damn, that annoying. Let's do you a picture. Yeah. Yeah, we like one of them. Let's see that. Hello, dude. Allah.
Yeah, could be right. I came from Bacon. You like it? Yeah. Come on.
Hey, Bat, was you the one who watched my stream for a bit, or was that random? Oh, no, there were someone. Was that you, or not? I would... Yeah, what? Yeah?
Was me there?
Yeah.
Where's the coffee?
At Imbar? It comes to me on your phone. How close are you to loading? Why do I actually do? That's so annoying. That's so annoying when you actually didn't join one of your friends when you invite someone.
You can cut my hair before I have a shower.
But can you join me? Because actually don't join them. Why don't you want my stream? No, I'm better than Lotland. You should want my stream. But are you joining me or what? Here we are, and then I might play some cat leave. What? I don't ring you to. Well, you're not awake, but did I wake you up? Oh. Do you have no mobile data or something? But I call you. But are you right? I'm really K-pop, dude. But what letter do you think you can get it see her? I saw her. You can't get there, you don't. You're not good enough and you don't win every game. Alright. But you not I do at him. Have seen me not. What thing are you wearing? Damn it. Stream. One like, one good luck for me to win. I think okay. Tell him for 288. I tell one of them for 160. No, 130. I tell one of them. I got one. That do it one tap. That do it solo. Like Iggy win for the YT team. Yep, it will be. One away right in. I'm right in them. I know they're not that good. Right, that what they were. They're a soul. I hit one of them for 2. They just camp. Where I shot him, they just camp in the corner to fray. No, we had bit long range and short range gun. You stole my key, I need that. Iggy. They need to win everyone to get a time. Oh, this will be so fair, though. We're doing to do better. Tag the dog crew for 150. Got one. Now where the nightmare. We won. Chat, we got it in the bag. Game 1. What? We will go. I've been praising on my door. Why don't we do raw? Dad, you got the. Chat, let's see that 4-1. Let's do another one. Chat, I will be back. I will be back. Hey, I'm back. Let me put my sweaty thing on. What thing shop? Any idea about? Oh yeah, here. My sweaty thing. What would the black bring would go with raw? I hope katana. But I katana, I do one, let's try with raw. Katana will go with everything, so bizarre. What? Don't you get the back bring at UOG or what happened? Wow. Well there. I see where one of them are. Oh. The fake gold coop is lazy. One of them not. Come on, my back thing clocked it up. Oh, they good. I thought here's the fake goal. Yeah, that was that. We have a fake goal, and that what if you always own the soul Cooper and the gold Cooper? How we get the back bring? Yeah, and they both come out. For how hammer? What thing? They get headshot me. That are they know what they're doing. Why are you doing that? they're coming around there. One of them coming around. But we need to win. We need to win the net 3 to win. It will fit hard. They know what they're doing. They're your first. Wow, why are you not using a firmer? You can. You saying that side up there? Where what? Come down. Got one. Coming this way. I tagged the dolphin above this. Yeah! We need to win the net 2 chat. Do you want me to? That how many? Oh, they will be so fair, babe. They will have to leave. They hit me with that. What? How? When did it bow do 50? I did not know that. I knew it did 42 zombies. Oh. The copper shit better. Huh? Ha. Okay. Why don't they bring back the bet copper in the game? Huh? Tell one of them for Clengy. Oh? Is he coming? Do you want to do one more? Do you want to do one more? One more, and then we might do some. What do you want to do? We will do some. Do or not. How are you so hard at me? Pogo sit, that's so cool. About what time did you go to bed? What? What did you do? What movie? What show it? Got her? Where are you up to? I'm up to episode 1. Like 10 separate things. I'm still deciding I want to watch it. It good? Oh no. From what I know. So do Batman. Batman, Up here in the lay at her show. What? I got that down to 1 tap. I see him behind that bit wall. I don't know. No doubt with your shotgun in your hand. You tell him a bit. You had to go better. Simply go down without he seeing you. Probably can stay down here. That did not work with your fader. Okay, what? But we had to win this, or we need to do another one. That's the game, that's the YT rule, because we are the YT team. Oh, I hate it gun. I hate it gun a lot. Tell him for a hunger and Quengy. Tell the tick. They are both on the map at hung in 10. The able is on hung in 10, the R1 on. You just threatened soul my kid, that Haru. Yeah, I hit him for 118. We could find over them extreme. Oh my god. No shockwave. Tell one of them for hunger. Got one? No, I'm on 120. I can't take RPG. Oh, he broke himself up. Who win? Who won? How did we? If they win the net to it a draw, what? How did a draw better? It won't. Yeah, we won. Tawang. Don't rush, I'm drinking a bit part. I got hit by one of them. Doc got him. Wait, what about the 8 ball? Let's go. You don't try to beat me with a prop grenade long. They can't. Yep, we can. They can't, but we can't get fight though. But that annoying. Tag the body for 80. And tag the 8 ball broke him shit. You just got lucky. You just got lucky, broom. Chat, thanks for watching. I will have now Chang her.